Hey everybody, welcome to the Happy Harvest Homestead. Today is a super exciting day. We're getting a new goat. We have recently had a lot of things change with our goats. For many weeks, everything has been normal with the goats. We would milk the moms in the morning, leave them with their babies all day, separate the babies at night, then milk in the morning. We were getting milk from the moms, and the babies were growing nice. Everyone was free-ranging and nibbling what they could from the young spring grass. But recently, things have all begun to start changing. But they've been so little that it's hard to make a video about each one. So I'm going to update you on what happened already and film what happens from now on all in one video. The first thing that happened was off camera, we went to visit our neighbor's farm, and from the bucklings they had for sale, pick which one we wanted. And in a little bit, you'll be able to see who we picked. Then a couple days after that, Penny's triplets, Duke, Toby, and Aletha, turned 2 months old, and that meant they were ready to wean permanently. We could have kept them nursing on her for longer, but that was bad for 2 reasons. Number 1 is that when the babies are on her, we can only milk Penny once a day. But if they're weaned, instead of getting half of her milk, we can milk her twice a day and get all of her milk. And number 2, we need to sell these bucklings quick this year. In all the previous years, we have held off too long for various reasons, and we've been stuck with a whole bunch of very stinky, almost adult bucklings before we can sell them all. So this time, that's not going to happen. We're going to sell them when they're still small and cute and not super stinky and trying to breed everything in sight. And we can't sell them until they're weaned, so we need to wean them as soon as possible. I had a beautiful plan all laid out of how everything was going to fit, but then we had to separate the dogs from each other because they were fighting too much, and now my plans have all been skewed, so I've had to reformulate everything. So while this setup honestly is terrible, I stuck the triplets in with the chickens in the chicken pen, and for now I'm keeping the chicken food up in the coop so the baby goats can't get to it and eat it. And for the couple days they've had to be in here, it's ended up working pretty okay. Because of housing issues, we have to kind of get a buck and wean babies at the same time, but it's all lining up perfectly because Millie's twins and Tessa's single buckling, Jancy, are all just about old enough to wean. So tonight will be the first night we get to milk Millie and Tessa, in addition to Penny, and then every day throughout now, we'll be milking 3 goats twice a day. And now, for the most exciting thing, I know I've been talking about this for a while, but it's now actually gonna happen. Daisy and Violet breed for the first time, and it'll be so cute because it'll be the first time our babies have had their own babies. But the hardest part of all this is going to be housing everybody. My long-term plan of fencing in the field still stands, but of course with everything you have to do in the springtime, it's not on the top of the priority list, and it hasn't happened yet. So in the meantime, and it might end up being quite a long meantime, we're gonna have Daisy, Violet, and all the babies, Duke, Toby, Aletha, Horace, Will, Jancy, and the new buck, Tam, all out free-ranging together, and all 3 does in milk locked in the dog yard with Fang. So the goats who need to be bred will be able to be bred. The goat who needs to breed will be able to breed. The goats who need to be weaned will be weaned. And the goats who need to give us milk will be able to give us milk. And it'll all work out in the end, hopefully. Alright, now that I've explained everything, let's get some action going and actually do the things. Alright, all 3 goats are now in with Fang in the dog yard. We almost have to leave to get the bucks, so I have to hurry up and get everyone else out. Come on, everybody! You all ready to meet your new friend? Your new buck friend? Alright, let's go get him. Alright, goodbye, goats. unleash him and then hoist him. You ready to meet Tam? You ready to meet him? Oh my goodness! He's like, what's going on? What do you girls think? He's like, I love you. And she's like, I so much don't love. He knows what to do. I don't think she's in heat though, so it's all in vain.
Thing has broken up all the fights with Duke and Jancy.
From on the other side of the fence.
It is now a couple days later, and Tam is settling in so well. He is becoming acquainted with the other goats and making some friends. He is getting used to us, and he's getting very used to the taste of treats. I am super glad he is part of our herd, and am excited for what he's going to bring to our genetic pool. Thanks for watching.